true with failure and everything, right? I mean, people can look at me and say, oh, you're a successful guy. But nobody knows the road to get there, the scars that exist from that. And that's true with junior hockey. That's true with everything. And we try to develop everyone in our organization to where they want to go. For instance, Connor Boggs, right?
Yes.
Play-by-play guy. Best play-by-play guy in the USPHL under the age of 20, right? I mean, what other owner would... I got this random... So we were looking for a play-by-play guy. We've gone through a few quote-unquote professionals, and wow. I mean, to the point where I had to have uncomfortable conversations that I haven't had to have in the business world, okay? One of my favorite lines from one of these guys was, Colby Slate shoots a puck last year. He's like, oh, Slate, you gotta hit the net. I'm like, I don't need my play-by-play guy talking trash about the guys that are... Yeah, I don't even chirping my kid that is paid to play here, right? Or chirping any other team. Like, that's not acceptable. As owners, as coaches, we are expected to be professionals, right? So I always work hard, like the other team. I always try to get names right? These guys are paying to play. You give them the respect on the ice, right? The players can chirp each other. Player to player, I encourage that 100%. It's hilarious. But like once you're in the booth, once you're working, it's all about professionalism and it's all about giving these kids the best experience. Same thing with Connor. I mean, this kid sends me a random message on Facebook. Hi, my name's Connor Boggs. I'm 15 years old and I really like hockey. I've never played it, but I'd love to be your play-by-play guy. And you know what? I was like, roll the dice. Yeah. Give him one game. Let's see what he does. He does one game. I go home, I watch the game on Hockey TV, and I call up Jordan. I'm like, the kid's hired, right? Because he didn't know the lingo, he didn't know hockey culture really, but he understood how the cadence should flow and everything. I said, this kid's got potential. And he's like, he's always so grateful. Like, he was here yesterday. He was like fanboying out to Dan Lucas. He was. And then when he met you, he's like, oh, I can't believe you introduced me to those guys. So I was like, oh, yeah, I know. I was like, these guys are major celebrities in the USPHL. And he loves Matt Prier, right? And Matt's helped him along. And it's funny because he's like, this is what I want to do with my life. And I told him, I said, listen, my only requirement is one day when you're getting like broadcaster of the year on the ESPYs, you better say my name or else I am going to get in my walker and come over and beat the pus out of you. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, like, he's such a great kid. I mean, he had 3 games to call yesterday and I brought my car up here. The boys are on the bus and everything. And so I woke up early and I drove him over because he's 16 years old. He's not comfortable driving in a new city. Yep. So I said, no problem, Connor. I got you, buddy. That's what we do.
That's it. And that's what it's all about. Lucas, I don't want to step on you. I'm so excited about this conversation. I know
I know Connor and I had such a great conversation yesterday because he was kind of looking at our setup and what we have with the wireless mics and the in-ring audio stuff. And he was kind of asking about, he was taking the initiative to ask, how can we make our setup better? Like, what's the next tier that we could maybe jump to?
Yep.
Right? And taking that initiative, I think, just goes to show you that he is part of that family culture. We talked a little bit about the Trashers documentary.
Yeah.
How they managed to create really a family within only a couple of years, right? That strong connections. And it's happening here as well. And I think Connor's a huge example of that. And I gotta agree. I think he is the right person for this job because just the way that asking questions and then listening to answers and trying to figure things out, it's just absolutely fantastic. And I think we might even be trying to get out there. He asked me, would you want to do color commentary? Because he's never had color commentary before. Yeah. And the way he asked it, I was like, I'll drive out to Worcester and do some color commentary. Yeah, I'll drop it all and go out there.
I'll tell you what, you guys come out to Worcester, we'll put you up someplace nice too. Worcester is the coolest downtown in the world. I mean, it's this little community that there's great foodies.